Hello and welcome back. This is the team event here at Monza, the Autodrome of Speed, most formerly known for the Tifosi and the Flying Horses, the Ferraris. But we are here. It is playing host to the VGTs, and these Roccos around here, these VGT Roccos, they are the creme de la creme. And proving a point, Walder taking, after 10 minutes of racing, taking pole position. Aldo for Team BMW is in second place. Duskiver, his teammate this evening in the BMW, is in third place. Oskis, who is Bez's with Walder there, first and fourth for the Team Rocco here, VW Racing. So fourth place. Got a good psychological edge, did he not, over his rival here in TRG Racing for VW in Mr. C in fifth place. Dazzler for Team Subaru is in 6th. DK10 in the Grand Master livered BMW there for Sittner Racing in 7th place. Ricky J has got his teammate just in front of him. The Scooby Machine, the Subaru. My teammate is right behind me as well. In 9th place is Big Frank, aka Old Crawler. The Keenleys is in 9th, who's Mr. C's teammate. But we're going to get down the road. We're going board with Mr. C, heading down to the first chicane. A good 800 metres down into the first corner. Let's get it underway. Half an hour here at Monza, and this is going to be a bit of a gas guzzler, I've got to be said. We'll see how the boys get on. Half an hour at Monza, waiting on the lights. And we're away. That Rocco got a lightning start. Already got the jump over the Team BMWs. Oh, excuse me. Aldo dropping down the order. Oskis is in second place. Got the inside line here. Laid on the brakes. Mr. C's going to try and go round the outside. That was very well behaved. Gotta be said. Side by side into the first chicane. But Walder still leads the way from Mr. C from 4th to 2nd in this lap. He needs to take some wins here this evening as Mr. C. But he's got his rival right under his rear wing. In the slip. Oskis in 3rd. Aldo down to 4th, Duskiver down to 5th for Team BMW, and I've got to say these machines look absolutely stunning, do they not? That is Dazzler in 6th, Ricky J 7th, Old Crawler and DK 10, 8th and 9th, the Keenleys in 10th, but Walder leading the way from Mr. C. We'll try and concentrate on the top 5 as we can, as it is the final round. This is where all the points matter towards your Grand Master total. These two here, obviously 2nd and 3rd, they'll want to be beating each other here this evening. Need to get the strategies right, get the fuel mix right. Because I know the BMWs was doing an out lap and a fast lap within a quarter of a tank. You're looking 4 laps. And 4 laps around here and a pit stop, 4 laps and a pit stop. I'm not sure if Oskis will save fuel behind the car in front, but because he'll be travelling just a little bit faster, so I think the fuel might come down just a little bit more quicker. I don't know how it works, I'm not a physician. Is that the right word, a physician? Or is that a medical term? I don't know. But you know what I mean. Mr. C got a good run down there, put a bit of a gap on Oskis. And Walder has got the gap as well to Mr. C. Couple of 182. Little bit of a gap. Then we've got the BMWs not too far behind either. As you can see, quarter of a tank gone already on this opening lap. And Duskiver as well. Dazzler, Ricky J, DK10. Not too far behind the Subaru. And we know Ricky J knows how to make his machines very, very wide. Don't know how he knows how to do that, but he does. It doesn't seem to work for me, as that's 1.9 faster in Sector 1. Ooh, a little bit sideways. But we'll manage. We'll manage. The BMW is really good around these tight corners compared to the Subaru. We seem to have a bit of an edge. But in a straight line, that Subaru just left me for dead. It's got a brake and an accelerator, very go-kart-esque. You can only use one or the other, not both at the same time. But we shall see. Get a bit of slip. We use a bit more fuel than you don't want me to have. None of that, there's Ricky J. As we come through one of the fastest parts of the circuit. We go 9 tenths faster like that. Oh, sideways here from DK10. take all the curb and some. Run it on the Formula 1 line. You can see we're trying to go side by side here with Ricky J. That Subaru just had the straight line speed over the BMW. There is no BOP in this, with it being GRX cars and the mixed manufacturers, which made it more interesting. It came down to driving style more than anything else. We didn't run no bop, so I didn't see the point. Oh, Wally got a penalty there. Mr. C, can he make any inroads on that? As that what Granny assumed was for the fast chicane at the top. Mr. C on a 147.2. That's a bonus point in itself. Wally gets a bonus point for pole position as well. So every point helps around here. I do believe that's that. Still got that 10th of a penalty to get rid of. Best place to lose it is up into the fast chicane at the top of the hill. He's going to lose it right there. Well, we've got milliseconds to get rid of now. And we've just seen him lose his penalty right there through the second Lesmo. Whoa, Mr. C kicking up the dirt, trying to put Oskies off. Don't want him anywhere near him if he can help it, but then Rocco's evenly matched and very, very good around here. Beautiful looking machines. Beautiful looking machines. A bit of TC being run by these boys this evening. Waldy is the man, he's not running no TC. Mr. C is running a bit of C and his TC. As is Oskis. None for the man himself, the Flying Scotsman. The Sky was running a bit of TC as well. None for Dazzler. None for Ricky J. And DK10. He's got half a second of a penalty. You can defend as much as you like in my leagues with a penalty, but you cannot overtake with one. Oh, we get sideways there as well. Through the parabolica. Bloody phone. Everybody wants to know me today, I'm telling you. Busy, busy, busy. Every blooming day. Let's just have a quick down to see where it is. What's the crack here? Oh, just a few. Just a few. Don't know about that. DK10 still got a penalty. It's got to be gone within this lap. Like I said. Oh, we're running it deep down here as well, kicking up the gravel, giving Ricky J just that gap. There's our crawler, currently the 155s now. He did run long, did Big Frank, in this machine. I was wondering how he did it, because I couldn't manage it out, but then I realised the fuel mix would turn down, which you can do to run long, but you are sacrificing pace over. You're sacrificing speed, especially around here, which is a power circuit. You can see he dropped off the order somewhat as well. As Waldy goes 5 thousandths of a second per pulling sector 2. Just got just over a quarter of a tank of fuel. Mr. C just a little bit better off in second place. Oskis has just fell off by about 1.5. You see Aldo coming around the back there as well with this guy up. Might be mind games already with the fuel. Not wanting to push his car as hard as he'd like to. Might want to get that overcut over the rival in front. As he goes half a second, the personal best 147.1 to a 146.4 from Mr. C. Will be this race was run straight after the minis. We did another qualifying and before this race, another 10-minute qualifying. DK10 is in the pit. It's got 19 litres of fuel left. It wasn't enough to continue the lap. You got 1.2 laps, but the depletion rate was savagery around here. You could start a lap with 1.2, but by the time you get down to the first chicane, it'd be like 8. It'd just go down to 8. That's it. And you would like, I ain't got enough fuel to finish the lap, because I did do it in quali. Started with 1.2 and then didn't have enough. Had to trickle into the pits as you do. But we'll see who blinks first. Do you believe Waldy might have to be the first one in? Oh no, Duskiver. Team BMW running 4th and 5th. good manufacturer's points as well, as is good manufacturer's points for Waldy and Oskis for VW Racing. So good all of points. BMW is more or less on the same sort of strategy here. We've got the same amount of fuel. Dazzler still running 6, Ricky J still 7, DK 10 after his pit stop is in 8th place. That was Big Frank. DK 10 after his pit stop is in 9th. And the King is in 10th and on the lead lap, and that is Mr. C. Let's get back up here again. Mr. C then takes the lead of this race from Oskis, and that is Duskiver, Aldo, Waldet, all in the pits. Tyres being changed for Team VW. Looks a good stop so far, and a very nice, lovely machine that is as well, got to be said. It's very good. What about the BMWs? Fuel all going in. Waldy will get the jump on these two. Well, he should do at least. Although he's further back down the pit grid, down the pit order. But yeah, does get the run. I'm not sure that was completely full tank. He said 97 litres compared to the Team BMW who went a full 100 litres in the tank. We shall see. We shall see. The DK10, no crawler, 8th and 9th. Cutler will be in this lap with his rival right behind him as well. Put in a 46.0 by Oskis. That's the fastest lap point as well. That's 20. He's currently sitting on 21 at the moment. Good all of points. Mr. C currently sitting on 25 points. Did have the fastest lap for a second, or for at least a lap or two. So not much separating these two. Not much separating these two at all. And I have got the tables for this race to follow once I get them sorted, once I get them up. Don't forget, I'm not sure I saved it, but so I'm just taking a message, just send a message through going there. Don't forget the do some Fiji comms. So Mr. C's in, Ricky J's in, Oskis is in, Mr. C is away. His pit box did look a bit further down the order in the standings, but that's Duskiver and Aldo up to 3rd and 4th. So Mr. C rejoins in 5th. Oskis rejoins in 6th. But Dazzler's yet to pit. So these will all move up a position soon enough. There's our crawler, DK10 chasing down his teammate. There's Ricky J as well. We're going to get the jump on Ricky J. Yes, we do. We just get the jump on Ricky J by a smidge. Keen is still in 10th, running a good one. Dazzler might come in this lap. Big corner cut here from Dazzler. But he's got a gap. He's got 2 Lesmos. There you go. Yeah, it's off a second. Yeah, I bet the boys will be glad to see the back of this car. I've said it's been a pain in the arse all season. But I think it has about 6 laps of green battery, and then the car just dies off to about 177. Where the BMWs now will do like 185. 186 flat out. So yeah, Dazzler will be in this lap. That's going to give the lead back to Waldy. Then Aldo and Duskiver will move up to 2nd and 3rd. But Mr. C in that Rocco is right behind Duskiver, and he's in within half a second. He's in the slipper as well. He's in the cradle. Whoever's going to fire it down the inside of Duskiver is going to find a parabolica. He does indeed. Moves him up to 4th place. Would like to get a bit of a charge on with Oskis currently sitting in 6th place. But we shall see. Duskiver might return the favour as he's now in the cradle for the slingshot down into the first chicane. And Dazzler dropping down the order to 6. No. And that is Mr. C taking no prisoners. two BMWs dispatched within the space of 2 corners. Mr. C can put the hammer down and go after Walding out as the BMWs and now 3rd and 4th. It is the turn of Oskis. Can he get it done as well? He will want more points. He will not be quite happy sitting here in 5th place. Dazzler rejoins in 6th. Old Crawler and DK10 7th and 8th. Sitting a BMW here. Let's see what these two can do. Different fuel mixes being run here. There was a bit of a testing time for us, but we managed. They're not easy cars to tame, but we got around it nonetheless. Big cutting of the curb there from DK10 riding the sausage curb. Wouldn't recommend it for those. It wasn't easily done. Nearly made a few mistakes. It did. But Ricky J 9th. Keeney's in 10th. Oh, and there goes that Ricky J off in the background as you saw. We have got Dazzler just in front of us and not too far either. So at this point of the race we decided to work together, get the bump draft on as you do. We'll push on as a team, try and catch Dazzler if we could with 15 minutes to go. You may never know. Dazzler's only there just in front of us. Mr. C is still 2nd, Aldo's still 3rd. There we are, getting that bump draft on. Just backed off before we got down to the braking zones. Give Big Frank just that chance to brake. Didn't want to be pushing him off the circuit if I could help it. But you know, the bump draft worked well. And there we go. Let's get it right under his rear wing. Get it tucked right in. There we go. That's how you get that done. And Mickey J's in the kitty litter again. Just seen him spinning round there. Keenan's in 10th. Ball is still leading the way. Got a little bit of a gap as we come through the first Lesmo. Going up to the second Lesmo. As Aldo runs wide, got a 10th of a penalty to get rid of as well. Going sitting in 3rd place. Already in the points. Big points as well for Team BMW. Good all of points for the team. 3rd and 4th so far. Oski's not really made an impression on Duskiver as of yet. Duskiver's got a little bit less fuel than Oski's. Oski's probably got the extra lap of fuel in the car. As we see it, a swap here. That's Aldo and Cutler going at it. And Aldo taking 2nd place. Is Mr. C going to repay him and go down the inside here? Aldo hangs on for the outside line. Gets that BMW up to 2nd place. Mr. C will be in the slip. "16 minutes gone, 14 left to go." Certainly turned out to be a good one. Certainly turned out to be a good one as well. The tracks for next week, I know the Group 3s are at the South, where we're doing extended qualifying. We're going to do 15 minutes of Le Soft just to get the outlapping. So I do believe it's going to be a good anywhere between 4 and 6 minutes a lap around Le Soft. So 15-minute qualifying. DK10, Old Crawler, Dazzler all in the pits. Mr. C regaining 2nd place. Walder's not having any bother up front. Currently sitting on a 47s right now, so not too bad at all. Mr. C's in the 46s, the 48s. A few jostling moves, but don't want to lose too much time. Aldo 2nd, Describers 3rd. Oh, what's that? Oh, just under a second. 8/10 of a second penalty there for the 2nd Lesmo. It's a bit unfortunate. You can lose it all there if you just coast, and there you go. Oh, not quite got rid of all of it though. Probably got a smidgen, couple of milliseconds to get rid of. It's not what he wants around this circuit. And Mr. C had a penalty as well. Mr. C's got off a 2nd. Aldo would be in the prime seat here, but Mr. C played that really well. He's got 2 attempts to get rid of now. He can defend, But if Aldo gets in front, he can't come back at him. It's a bit harsh, I know, but them's the rules. Them is the rules. Aldo's in the pits. Waldy is in the pits. Team strategy kicking in. That moves Oskis up to third. The Skyver up to second. Mr. C takes the lead due to pit. Does any of that penalty come off down it? No. Don't want to burn none here. You burn a little bit. A little bit. I don't know what fuel he's got in. I don't know if that's going to be a lap. An extra lap. We've got 10 minutes left to go. Might as well just drop the ammo, go all out, get in the pits. The Skyver's just going through the second chicane now, and he's got Oskis right behind him as well, who's chomping at the bit. Currently sitting on a bonus point lap as well, of a 146.0. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Aldo rejoins in 4th, Waldy in 5th. Led the majority of this race, did Waldy. Very impressive as well, got to be said. Negotiating the second chicane very well. We'll see how these two get on, because the front lot have still got a pit yet. But Mr. C, we'll see if he pits this lap. I think he might have to. I do think we might have to pit this lap. For TRG VW. TRG, Tanzo Racing Group, our partners, have been our partners since our inception. And a great partnership it's been too. It's been fantastic. The racing has been good. The Skyver has got the later pit lane down the pecking order. Well, I say up the pecking order, further down the pit lane. But will that have an effect on Mr. C, who's down there in 3rd place now due to where the pit boxes are? The Skyver, Oskis all in. What's the strategy going to be? How much fuel do they put in? Aldo takes the lead in this race. Oh, Mr. C comes out, rejoins. The timing beam is further back, but Mr. C rejoins this race in 1st place. From Aldo in 2nd, Waldy in 3rd, Oskis in 4th, who's done. The Skyver now, who's rejoins in 5th. The pit stops have been made. This is all down to brutal power now. VW Racing in 3rd and 4th. TRG Racing is in 1st. BMW is in the 2nd place. And Waldy's going to go around the outside, but will have a tighter inside line into the 2nd chicane. Side by side there, played that really well, boys. Oh, a bit of a door, a bit sideways there as Aldo went to put the power down. Oskis is right behind as well. He wants to get involved. He wants to dispatch these two as soon as he can, coming through the first Lesmo there. Gotta say, that was good driving by Waldy and Aldo there, side by side. Bit of a door rub as the cars went sideways, but it's to be expected. Nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that at all. You go 2x2 into a chicane like that, you're going to have a door rub, you're going to rub a bumper, you're going to take a wing mirror. It is what it is. Let's go racing. What can Oskis do? He wants the points after last week at Bathurst. Probably wants more points than 4th place. He's in the cradle, he's in the slip. Aldo's in the slip as well from Waldy as well. It's going to be a race of nutrition. Who wants it most? Who wants it most? Different lines taken through there as well. So Waldy. Cutler's just down there as well. He's probably leading this way. Had a disconnect in the minis that evening. Was chomping at the bit. Driving like a man possessed. TC working overtime on that VW. Getting the traction down. As Waldy hits the gravel. Oh, nearly compromises his teammate. That's Oskis then up to 3rd place. He wants to get in front of this BMW if he can. If he can, it would be a bonus. It puts the pressure on Mr. C. It puts the pressure on Mr. C. Seeing Oskis coming through the order. He's up to third place. 18 points. 19 with the fastest lap. If he gets ahead of Aldo, it'll be 21. Mr. C currently sitting on 25 points. If you can get a fastest lap, it'll be 26. The point swing is not that great, but over the 4 leagues, every point helps. So Mr. C, after the pits on Racing Softs, just over half tank of fuel, leading the way from Aldo, who pitted a bit earlier. We went in for more fuel. There's half a tank of fuel on the Racing Softs, looking a little bit cheesy, but still putting on the pace. Mr. C running wide there. Oscars in third. Moldy running even more wide. Kept his foot firmly planted. He has got a big set of air chestnuts up. That could have gone many ways wrong. The Skyver is in 5th place and running well for Team BMW. Got a fresh set of boots on and more fuel than the rest in front. Dazzler is in 6th place. DK10 in 7th. Old Crawler 8th. Ricky J 9th. Dakini is 10th. Woo! Last 6 minutes. It's going to be interesting. It's got to be said. It is the final round. The points from the minis gets added. The points from the team manufacturers, which you are seeing now, will get added to the Grand Master table. We will receive that Grand Master table next week after the Group 3s and Group 4s. I already have had a sneak peek at it. You know, and wow. So all I can say is wow. I've got the race table for this. That is Offskis up the inside of Aldo there. I had no answer for that. No answer for that. That is Offskis into 2nd place, sitting on 21 points as it sits. Aldo will try and repay the favour into the first Lesmo. Got the slipstream as well. The BMW is good around these corners, but that Rocco is better. It's got to be said, that Rocco is planted around here. Gorgeous machine that is. Absolutely gorgeous. And Mr. C is not too far up in front either. 25 minutes gone. We have got four and a bit minutes to go. 7 tenths slower this lap is Mr. C on a fresh set of boots and just under half a tank of fuel. Offskis is on the same as well. He's got the same sort of fuel and the same sort of tyre weight, but picks up a 2nd time penalty. 1,000 loyalty points. We've got no VAR here this evening. That is tomorrow. But penalties coming out willy-nilly here at Monza. Lost 3 tenths of a penalty there in the braking zone. Very well done. Good use of the braking zones there. And who is that? That is Waldy having a look at Aldo here as well. As Aldo pits. I'm not sure why. Oh, bet he ain't got enough fuel. The Sky that moves up 4th. Team VW. 2nd and 3rd. A good haul of points. That is good. What's that? 16, 2, 16, 32. 34 points. 34 points, wow. On the evening. Good haul of points for Team VW. 2nd and 3rd. Still got 7 tenths to get rid of. Mr. C just heading into the 2nd chicane. And there's Oscars. You can see Mr. C as he comes through that 2nd chicane. He will be dropping the hammer. 27 gone. Losing tenths of a penalty at a time. It's not coming down quick enough. As DK10 pits with only 3 minutes left to go. Old Crawler 8th, Ricky J 9th, De Keenley still running away in 10th. Good all the points for De Keenleys as well. Not afraid to get a tyres mildly moist in the gravel there. Blue flag coming her way as well. As she recovers from the Lesmo. That is Aldo in 5th. Mr. C and Offskis. These are the 2 we watch. And his teammates not too far behind him either. And the Red Bull Livewood Bathurst machine. It's been a fantastic series so far. Absolutely fantastic. The racing has been somewhat brilliant. Waldy then pits from 3rd, pushing the Skyver up to 3rd place. That's Waldy in the pits. Where's Aldo? It's coming around the final corner now. It's got to be literally a splash and dash. I'm not sure you'll need tyres. Tyres looking pretty good. Here's a wait. Whereas Aldo just ran in the final corner. I do believe Waldy will maintain 4th place. Still a good all of points on the night for Team VW. In the Bathurst machine. Aldo in 5th. 3rd and 5th. Still a good all for Team BMW. Dazzler's in 6th for Team Subaru. No Crawler 7th. DK10 8th. The Keenan's in the pits. Ricky J's 9th. Mr. C. He's just coming up to that Ricky J. You just see Oskis there. Just round in the first Lesmo. Coming through the second Lesmo. Oh, it's going to be a tight finish to the season. It's going to be a fantastically tight finish to the season. That is Mr. C got through. Not sure it's going to be anywhere for Oskis to go if he catches that Subaru in here. But he might get a bit of a slipstream off the Subaru to pull him down the road. He's not close enough yet, although Ricky J's being shown the blue flags. We got one more lap to go after this for those that are going to make it. Oh, Mr. C has run wide. Mr. C has run wide. He's in the pits. That's Oskis up to 1st place. On a midging of fuel, the Skyver then... Oh, he's not going to finish. He's going to finish on the line. Due to fuel, Mr. C then finishes in 3rd place in the pit lane. Waldy finishes 4th. Aldo will come home for 5th. Mr. C didn't have enough fuel to finish the race and has gifted Oskis a win here. Ooh. Dazzler will come home. Where will he come home? In 7th. As Big Frank, aka the old crawler, takes 6th spot. Dazzler 7th. DK10 8th. Ricky J 9th. Keenan's 10th. Oskis on a parade lap. A victory lap here that was gifted due to the lack of fuel here. He will see that the rivals behind him have finished. He can just lift and coast here. Wave to the fans, my friend. This one is yours here. Wow. See, you want to keep an eye on these strategies, boys. That's what you got to do. Oh. What would have been for Mr. C? He was looking good for the win in the minis. He was looking good here. But fuel and time. He would have got caught whether he ran out of fuel halfway around the race lap anyway. But I dare say he would have done. But yeah, what would have been? What would have been? That's just tossed the Grand Master table right up in the air. Right up in the air. But Oskis, congratulations, my friend. Comes home to take the win here at the Autodrome National here in Monza. Wow. What a grand final we're going to have next Thursday. It's going to be absolutely electric. Is all I can say. Right, I'm going to close this stream down. And I'm going to bring you the tables from my habit and on the table from Monza for the final time this season. I'll see you in a short time. Peace.